people that were supposed to maintain it. And I don't want to talk.
Experts, though, you said experts. So how can they
My man,
mess
let me
up
let me let me
something
finish.
like
I
that?
can't even finish. Um, so whenever the toolbox was supposed to be made, that was kind of a main function of this actual mint. And I don't want to talk bad about the other older owners because it's just we've split parts, in the right way. But so to kind of go off of the experts, quote unquote, you were saying,
I'm
yeah.
not,
So
no, no, no. You said it. I didn't say it. You said it. You said it on
cor-
a tweet, team of experts.
okay, correct. So yes, so we were like intentionally going and curating different editions each month of um, the different alpha hunters. Like Jace, for example, he runs alpha and whitelist for Paradox Worlds and Luminode. There was
Paradox
Garson.
World.
Yeah,
Paradox World. Is that's the same NFT that people the Great Goats manager was charging 15 of for one Great Goats whitelist? I
it
think.
very
Yeah,
it
yeah, I
very
know.
may well be. Like I said, I'm
But
not too involved in this. I was really
X.
trying to handle the minting process of things and the Discord renewal bot type of things with our team.
Can I just say one
And
thing?
sure.
If you say team of experts and you just
Mhm.
named one of the experts, quote unquote, and it's part of an NFT project called Paradox Worlds, who just to put it into perspective, 15 NFTs from Paradox Worlds equals one Great Goats whitelist. So that already like puts into perspective how irrelevant and shit Paradox Worlds is. Surely, if you're going to say an X Alpha Hunter, you're going to name someone from like D Gods or Boryoku Dragons or SN, not Parrot. Like what made him an expert to you? What like Jace had? I don't know who is that, and like
Also,
how
were
is he
these
an
alpha hunters
expert?
paid?
They were, yeah.
Be-
That's where.
because because I talked to an alpha hunter and he said that he wasn't paid. I could probably try to find the name, but
Yeah, can you find that name? Because I can be completely transparent with you on all the funds that went out to the alpha hunters, and everyone was paid. And I think several of them even said in the Discord that that I was that
how
the
much were
Node
you
Monkey
paying them?
team. I'm sorry.
How much were you paying them?
So the payroll was around 110 Sol a month for all the staff. It just depended upon the alpha hunter, what they did. We tried to expand upon different chains like Near, which was not a very good idea. And ETH, and we really kind of went out of our comfort zone. But like I said, kind of taking a step back, this was not my
One
expertise or even my intention of joining this project. It was
one more
specifically
thing that
on the technical
Okay,
side.
so if it wasn't your expertise, right?
wait,
Mhm.
wait, can I just say one thing, please?
Yeah,
Please,
go
I
ahead.
beg you. I'm reading something. You just said 110 Sol was the
Right.
team payout, whatever.
Wait, I'm gonna
It was
touch
a
on this.
it was a 0.5 Sol per month renewal fee, and there was like
Correct.
1,100 supply or something like that. So
Mhm.
where was the other like 400 Solana going every renewal? Like where was that?
We
Because you just
never
said
we
the
never
team payout,
collected a renewal. We only had
but you
the
said that.
initial
But you
mint.
said the zero. But
Yeah,
you
so
said
here,
that the
So
I could clear this up.
renewal fee was
just let
I could
Fast
clear
clear it
this
up.
up.
Yeah, just let
Okay,
Fast clear it up.
so
He's
first,
very Fast. Can you just tell him that you know most about the situation and
yeah, I'm
on
the
the
one.
back
I'm
end?
the one that like really got onto this because I think that it's like oh shit. Wait one
Fast
second.
hasn't. What the fuck? Fast. I think the Feds just caught Fast. Fast just said that he's got a lot of fuel still. So I'm thinking that Fast still what's it called? Fast is still not like happy yet because he was like earlier.
Oh
Remember
no,
when I
no,
just
no.
said I
He's
got
definitely
really
not
hyped?
happy. No.
Okay, yeah, so I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. Okay, so you guys made a quarter or 2,000. We could disagree on the USD price, but you
Mhm.
guys made like 2,500 Sol. Your project lasted 2 months. One, I don't know why you keep trying to say like, oh, I did this development work, including like the you're trying to make the bot for renewals sound like it's crazy. You already had the technology. You already built it for NodeMonkey. So I don't know why you're like, you just put the Discord bot in another server. The technology was already made. There's no like like intense dev work that you were like doing. Second thing, you guys are saying that the payroll was 110 Sol. Let's go on what you guys are saying and saying that everybody was paid. We'll take your word for it. this project lasted 2 months.
So
you said that out of the kindness of your heart, you guys like decided to waive the first month's fee of the 0.5. You guys, the kindness of your heart, it was below the renewal price. The alpha was fucking terrible. You guys are trying to say that this was like game-changing alpha, like across chains and shit. It was not that good.
So, like I had said before, my intent on the project from the get-go, and the NodeMonkeys team intent on the project from the get-go was to handle the technology side of things. What we have from a renewal bot perspective could be licensed for a lot of money, arguably. And yes, we have it, in place, and it's in place in NodeMonkey, but that doesn't devalue what that brings. It's very unprecedented in the current state of the NFT market, collecting renewals on an automated basis like that.
Okay, so then why the fuck did you go into Boryoku Dragon saying you are going to be happy when you get an easy 3x on 3, as you will keep one for me giving you alpha, right? And then you said here, FYI, if you're planning on attempting to mint public or for blazing alpha, daylight savings time's fucked up the mint time. It is 4 hours from now. You sent the token link for Famous Fox. Lastly, if you don't have a bot, I strongly suggest you pick up a mint token because it will be heavily botted and it will be hard to manual. You were telling these people that, oh, I think 2 Sol is a steal for the minting price. And you said, but I thought it was NodeMonkey's mint at 2 Sol was really low, and that was a steal. You were using your other project to sit in Boryoku Dragons and leverage that this blazing alpha thing was going to be the next biggest thing. It was going to be crazy, guys. Generational wealth. But none of that fucking happened. You literally used, I think, your power within the day as well.
It's funny looking back at it, but I believe he thought CodeMonkey's not like a dishonest guy. I don't believe. Like he genuinely thought it was going to do good.
Dishonest? What do you mean he's not dishonest? He went on Twitter flaunting that he paid $17.50 for this Boogle. I literally checked the blockchain. You paid 700 Sol.
He made sure to like say, he said it's valued at 1,700 Sol.
Yeah, who's valuing that? Yeah. Oh, I just bought this baby. It's worth 3 million Sol now. I'm taking bids, guys.
Manipulators. As one of the best manipulators, I can tell you that, bro, when you say stuff like, oh, it's valued, like, bro, I know Solstice, you're looking into it and you're like, oh, maybe he was trying to like be honest, but bro, like he's still like he knows what he's doing, saying, oh, it's valued at what, 1,750 Sol. If he was being,
he probably shouldn't even have said how much. Yeah, he should have just posted the picture, like, oh, I became a Boogle.
Yeah, when he values it, he knows exactly what he's doing. Don't say, oh yeah, he knows what he's doing when he says that. He's not saying 1,750 Sol it's valued at. He's saying it like, you know how he's wording it. Look how he worded it. Let me read this tweet and tell me if you don't think, if you're a normal person, you don't look into it, you would think he paid 1,750 Sol. Look at this. I'm ecstatic to announce that I am now part of the Sol Boogle and Boogle Syndicate. Boogle that sounds so funny. Boogle #30 was purchased at a valuation of he said at a valuation of 1,750 Sol.
Purchased at a valuation?
Purchased at a valuation. So yes, I did pay 1,750 Sol. So
I can show you it. You paid 700.
So
you didn't look at the other wallets or anything. Yeah, I fucking did. I checked all the fucking wallets. Even the guy that sent you it. Sure, let's talk.
Like it's getting to the point where like I'm trying to keep this respectful. I'm trying to address.
Or you can't be respectful when you
don't disrespect me.
You're lying.
Fuck.
All right, let's try to talk about it once.
We don't give a fuck. Come on, bitch. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, man. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
We gangsters over here, bro.
Oh, damn.
So,
no, I'm joking. You can talk.
No, you're fine. So yeah, it was bought for 1,750. There was Sol traded. There was NFTs traded, and the reason you only found one transaction on the blockchain is because it went to multiple addresses. So, yes, I'm. The valuation was basically NFTs floors combined with the amount of Sol sent.
Okay, the blockchain never lies. Send us those because I just don't think that that's accurate. I think that this was a fucking ploy to I love Boogles, by the way. Let's not get fucking out of mind here. I like Boogles. I think they're. I think the people in there are kind of cool. But I'm just saying, pull up the receipts. Show us what was traded for it. With no soul exchanged in those transactions. And yeah, I think this was a fucking bullshit ploy to say that it was like evaluated at 1750. So whenever they did their next auction, it would go like fucking parabolic, right?
So one more thing. Like, why? Who sold you the Boogle? Surely he tweeted something, or he can attest to you exactly what you paid. Surely. That pisses me off. Who is it that you bought it from? Crying, and I felt really bad.
So Daedalus is the second, or it was Daedalus' second Boogle, and he can attest to that.
Yeah, if you can attest, what is? Okay, just say it out loud. Like, what did you pay? Why can't you just say it out loud?
I paid 17. So there was
how much soul?
What was the amount of soul that you found on the
I don't know. You're the one that
I don't remember. It was either 750 or 700.
700.
Okay. But what were the NFTs? Just say the NFTs. Why are you saying that? Just say it.
There was multiple TIOs involved.
Can we see them on the blockchain?
I'm just telling you that I don't want to, because I don't want to expose my other wallets. That's the main reason.
Why
I have
not?
several other...
What do you have to hide?
Is so cringe.
Wait, what do you have to hide? This guy just said.
Do you think that I want people watching my wallets? Like, I think it's reasonable to...
Like you're trying to make it seem like those wallets you're afraid of something. Like, I don't know. It feels like you're role playing like a member of like an anonymous or something. We do not forgive.
No, he's part of the Google syndicate. He's already said he's part of the Google syndicate. They're like Assassin's Creed. Just say it. Say how many TAOs, how many whatever.
So there was a contract involved, and the contract involves.
You can just use Famous Fox Federation.
You're not understanding. There was a contract.
If you are getting this Boogle, you must sign your life away. Sign your life away.
Yeah, you're part of the syndicate now.
All right. There's no point to even have this discussion. You guys are
okay. Wait, no. I promise you, I'm not going to do it. Say one more. Say I'm not going to interrupt anymore.
I like Code Monkey. I don't know. It sucks what happened. I think he tried to make it better. I think he tried.
Just say it. Yeah. I actually feel bad. Just say it. I'm trolling too much. I can't say it.
It's fine. So yeah, I mean, it's just more a thing of like when people don't want their wallets being watched and like what they're actually like projects they're entering and stuff. The issue is I had some of these NFTs on like 4 different wallets that are not linked back to me right now. And it's just kind of a strategic play of it wouldn't be smart for me to link those to me. That's all it is.
Yeah, that makes okay, fine. Let's just take your word for it. Can you send me the wallet that you have the Boogle in right now? Because people are messaging me like, oh, send us the Boogle and we'll just find it for you guys. So can you just
you can literally just go look up Boogle number 30. I mean, it's sitting on my main
you've just said
wallet.
that. You've just said that like it's so easy to find wallets anyway. So why are you so adamant?
No, like it's easy to find the initial or where the Boogle is sitting. It's there.
But this is what I don't understand. Like, why are you trying to hide wallets? Like, what is the actual? I don't. Like, what is
I
the
just
reason?
explained that. I mean,
no,
do you not have wallets? Do you not have wallets that you don't want people to know about?
I have wallets that I don't want people. Okay, I guess yeah, but I'm also a rugger, so like.
Okay, so my intentions are a little different. There's plays that I enter that I don't want people to know.
Why not?
Because it's strategic. I mean, it's very strategic. I mean, Solstice, can you relate to this? Like, do you have wallets you don't want people to know? I don't know if you do or not.
I mean, yes and no. Like, I have wallets that it's more of a strategic move because like.
I mean, like
everyone's kind of wants to know like what I'm minting or what I'm dumping.
I don't have wallets right now that are not public.
Can you just say in words, like don't send us the address or proof, just say with words how many tails? Because we're not going to be able to find the time where people random person.
There is, because the time frame is right in that period. You could find the wallets by saying. So unfortunately, no.
Does it matter that much?
I don't know why this is kind of like the topic here. Like it doesn't
matter. Okay. We can go back.
Does anyone care enough to be like, oh, let's find Code Monkey's wallets because he's like the most. But you're not even like that good. Like, are you a good trader? Like, we don't even know you as a good trader. You're just a developer. Like, how? Why do you have to hide it so hard?
I mean, I agree. I don't think this is the most important thing. Either way, he got a Boogle.
Yeah,
he wanted the Boogle.
We can go back to Blazing Alpha. Okay, you guys, your payroll.
So is the conversation About the Boogle, or is the conversation about Blazing Alpha?
It's a little
like
bit. It's just
It's
you
about
in general.
You in general.
I think
bro. Me and Cast are like
unfortunately the Boogle did
No,
trigger
we're
some
not
people.
twins. Do not say
twins.
that.
Me and Cast are both,
We're
me and
not
Cast are
twins.
both run
We're not even
projects.
friends.
We've run
We're just-
projects together. With
BFFs.
No, this
in
guy.
emojis. We've run projects. We've used the same
Soulbots
developers
is
for
not a
Soulbots.
rug. No,
Soulbots
this
and everything.
guy.
And Soulbots is going to be a rug soon, but like we're
It's
planning it.
not. This kid is. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
But we-
Okay. Back to the fucking thing though. Okay. One, we are not together. Anyways, dude, this guy. Okay, so you guys were charging, or you guys were paying out 100 Sol a month, right? Your project lasted 2 months for this Blazing Alpha.
3, yeah.
Two. Let's be real honest here. It was 2, barely. And
So let me talk about it a little bit about
Sol.
Can I talk about the funds? Just kind of go from there. So, like I said, I made 22% or somewhere around there. I think it was like between 21 and 23, somewhere around there. It was a weird number, but basically, if you take that percentage and pull the Sol out of there, the kind of the argument kind of going back on this Boogle type of situation was, well, you spent all this, all your funds on the Boogle from Blazing Alpha, and I think that's kind
true.
So that's actually inaccurate.
That is actually not inaccurate, because I tracked the wallets, and to your main wallet, you did not have enough Sol in the wallet at that time. You used the Sol that they sent you from Blazing Alpha to then purchase the Boogle, and then afterwards you did a transaction for, I believe, around 35 and 50 Sol that came from wallets that were connecting from your alt wallet, and from, I believe, a Node Monkey wallet that was probably like paying back for like a service fee or something like that. So you did technically use funds from what they
did
sent.
not.
You did not have the funds in that wallet at that time.
I did not. If you go and look 3 weeks prior to that,
no, I really did.
Okay, listen. If you go and look 3 weeks prior to that, I was bidding against Howl on a legendary Taio with the same amount of funds.
But you
So-
did not
Yeah,
have the funds
you
in the wallet at
did.
that time.
I remember you
I
bidding on
did.
the tile.
You
Yeah.
didn't.
It not in my 3F wallet, but I had funds across all of my wallets.
But the
trust me.
wallet
One
that
thing-
got paid.
Wait, can I say
sure,
something, please? Because I always forget quick. Someone just messaged me and said, Code Monkey publicly stated he bought the Boogle with 3 people. Is that true?
No. What?
So you bought it is it
no,
apparently
it's
you
his.
bought it with like other people involved in the deal,
No.
apparently.
No.
No, it's
Bro, stop
his.
sending me shit that isn't true. It's so cringe. Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna trust anyone anymore. Good.
So fast. Sorry, you were asking a question. I don't remember what you were saying. Oh yeah. So I did have the funds, and like I said, I literally bid on that legendary Taio. It went up to like 1,000 or something, somewhere close to there. So I don't know where you're saying I didn't have funds. I mean, I have funds across all my different wallets. Indirectly, sure. Okay, some of the funds, went there indirectly, but it's not like it. Like I ended up having.
Sure, I'm not
Probably
going
spending-
to deny that you had money in other wallets or anything, or maybe even had money. But the money that was sent from Blazing Alpha, that exact same Sol was used to purchase the Boogle.
That's not true. That's not true.
That
all.
is. Go check the fucking blockchain.
Okay,
I literally looked at it.
Guys, let's just use logic. Why did you wait? Can you explain why you bought a Boogle after the Blazing? Like, why was it so convenient for you to buy it after the Blazing Alpha if it wasn't used with the funds?
Yeah. So my initial purchase that I wanted to do, that I'm kind of glad I didn't do at the time, because I'm really enjoying Boogles, is that Tile Legendary. I shouldn't say I couldn't. I didn't want to put myself in a financial situation that I could not do both. I definitely could have done both, but I wanted to not do both. I wanted to do one or the other. So my initial was that legendary, and then Hal was just going to keep bidding me up. He directly said that. So there was no point to continue fighting on him plus 1,000, because Hal has a lot of money. So that was kind of the reason why I ended up buying the Boogle afterwards. A lot of these Boogle transactions are very niche, and each Boogle is definitely worth way different than the other based upon looks. And so I think my Boogle, just because I really enjoy it, because it's like one of the Boogles that kind of define me as like a builder, as someone that really enjoys the
They all look
ecosystem and
shit.
stuff like that.
I don't even
And
care how they look. It's just the alpha, like the elite. I don't know.
yeah, see, that's your opinion,
I
though.
think
But
all of them they all look
I
the same with a different background.
no, see, I would disagree with you there. I mean, respectfully, I think that I really enjoy
Yeah,
kind of
obviously you can. I'm
the
just
art
saying.
of mine, and I think it defines me as like my virtual identity is just kind of like a Solana builder.
Oh, like the
So
Solana background and stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
yeah, true. And okay, yeah, sure.
but yeah, so I mean every Beagle's valued differently, but like let's get to the topic on hand of Blazing Alpha, because I think that's what I want to address here, just to kind of I never really had a full-on discussion with Fast because I think at the time we were both pretty upset with each other, and
No,
I don't
I
think
just called you out, and then you blocked me, and then I started writing in the Boryoku Dragons chat every single day, like day one, that Code Monkey is still a scammer, and then you went out of your way to go message Nas to come and message me to tell me that I was gonna get kicked out of Boryoku if I didn't fucking stop writing that every single day to you. But then I literally
Apparently,
fucking proved him wrong, and I showed him screenshots of you, basically telling people that to buy it and that it was going to be game-changing alpha and like going to be all this crazy shit. And if anybody else in Boryoku, if a new person bought a baby Boryoku dragon or even a Genesis and they came in and shilled like you were for this project, they would have been kicked out of the den immediately.
because of DG, which is me. I'm DG, by the way. Only Boryoku Dragons know what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, keep going. But no. I'm telling. Okay, let me just explain why I just said that. The reason why they get so angry when people shill is because of this guy called DG, who rugged the project called DGen Guy. He bought a baby and he basically rugged the, and that was me.
I remember that one. Oh, it was you? You did DJ Guy?
Yeah, bro. Yes.
Oh, you sack of shit.
In the podcast, I can't remember sometimes how many rugs I've done because there was a period of time where I used to do like loads of mini ones. Like DJ Guy was one that I forgot about.
I thought I thought it looked pretty good. I thought that one was pretty decent.
That's why people get bullied when they shill stuff in Boryoku when they're a baby because of DG, and that's so I can attest to what Fast is saying, where people do get bullied. I'm in Boryoku. I see people. It happens all the time. People get bullied. So yeah, keep going. I'm sorry.
Let me just keep going a little bit. So basically, my intentions with the project were definitely pure. I obviously did shill it. I mean, obviously I want to show my own project, but I did have the best of intentions for it. It wasn't a matter of.
You got to keep that same energy though. You're gonna shill your own project. Well, then why were you the first ones to leave it? 2 months.
So
somebody rugged with Soulbots. I stayed with it.
So
why didn't you stay there?
Can I talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, you keep interrupting me after I keep trying to talk, but
yeah, let's actually I feel this is good. Like, let's just because he doesn't even get a chance to talk.
So
sorry.
No, you're fine. So basically, each month we kind of had to evaluate where we were as a company. I mean, like at the end of the day, this is a company, and if there's monthly expenses that have to occur, such as the staff and stuff like that, month one, obviously we weren't going the way we wanted to go at all. Floor price definitely reflected that.
And was that because of the alpha being shit, or was that because of what was that because of? Like, surely, because if it was a good alpha, like, surely
so there was a spreadsheet put out. Let me get it for you real quick.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead while I find this. I need to find
a clear competitor of Alpha that actually capitalized on this was Metament. They are like purely an Alpha Discord, and they are trading at an insane floor.
Accept my friend request, Rug.
But you send it to Fast because my phone's about to die. I need to go quickly get my phone. Can you send it? Can you give it to Fast, please?
Yeah, I can.
I'm gonna get my other phone. One sec.
Fast, you're gonna have to accept my friend request.
I suppose, but I'm not happy about it.
It's that moment when someone brings up like, "Hey, it looks like you're friends with this person, huh?" Mutual friends.
You're more than welcome to. Here, I'll even do the honors for you. I just removed you after sending it to you. So there you go, buddy.
Here, I've got to open up my RDP and put this on because I don't know if this file is safe. So give me a second, you know.
Yeah,
We're hanging out with the
that's
best crowd.
totally reasonable for a pretty decent sized project owner to send you something malicious. Yeah.
Well, one decently sized project, one rugged.
I mean, you can call it a rug, but it definitely was not a rug.
I mean,
There
okay,
was pure
you
intentions.
you cannot send me. I want to. Okay, this is just the alpha that you guys sent. Half of these projects on here were projects that everybody already knew about. This wasn't like
Okay,
some underground
so
shit. You
like
got
I said,
Catalina Whales on here, Cats on Crack, Citizens, Solstice.
so this was what was given to me by the team that was in charge of maintaining all of the alpha callers, and I'm just distributing what was given to me. Like I said, there was pure intentions, and I initially went into the project because I wanted to be able to open up different types of better experiences for my node monkey holders and kind of give them a one-up on things, kind of expand that alpha a little bit. Obviously, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. And so kind of my thought process was, well, how do I, like, obviously I did shill it, and a lot of people bought because of, you know, how well Node Monkey is doing.
What was this fucking thing you sent me? There's 40 calls. 4 of them are on ETH. The rest are on Sol. There's no other like calls on any other chains like you guys were advertising. One of them is Spookeletons, and the call was buy at 0.30 and sell at 0.48. That's actually like $5 after fees.
I'm
Another
just
one,
giving you the
artificial
information that was given to me.
irrelevance. Bought 0.80, sold at 0.85. Like, what the fuck is this? This one, Tenjin, bought at 3.90, sold at 3.75.
What's up?
This is not alpha.
Can you add me? I want to send you something.
For sure.
Don't say it out loud what I just sent you.
So, like I was saying,
no way.
No, I'm not even trolling.
What?
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, send it to me.
What the fuck?
And this was like a year ago. So look at how he's. You can tell he's 12.
He looks more normal than I thought. I don't know. Doesn't look right.
So, like I had said, you know, intentions are pure. We were trying. I had to get a lot more involved than I wanted to. Month 1, we paid all the staff out of the mint fees. Month 2, we didn't end up asking for renewals and paid the staff again. Month 3, we then asked for renewals and paid the staff again, and
it's
then
not accurate. It lasted 2 months. The third month was whenever, towards the end of the seconds, when everything fell apart.
So okay, then maybe I'm off by 1 month. It's all blur.
And also, you guys made 2,500 SOL, and you just said that the staff were 110 SOL a month. So 2 months would have been 220 SOL. So what happened to the 2,500 that you guys raised? You guys didn't have enough money to continue running it after that? You guys needed the renewal fee?
I had 20% of it, and after a month of it not going well, I wanted to adapt to try and help the holders as much as possible to kind of bring that value to it. So I
just
thought
gave
about
them a 1 month free pass to your node. Like, that's gonna.
No, can you? I'm not even talking about that. Just let me finish. Like, you keep interrupting me, man. I'm trying to talk. You keep interrupting me. Like, if I can't have a civil conversation going back and forth, like, there's no point to have it. So let's let me talk, and then we can go back and forth, and you can talk, and then respect each other while they talk.
Yeah.
So, a month in, we were like, you know, obviously we need to do something better because this isn't working. Floor price is reflecting it, although I really don't like to look at floor price because I don't think that speaks for the project. But
it does. But with an alpha pass, it does speak for the project because there's only one utility with an alpha pass, and that is alpha.
Yeah, I would agree with.
Good, it would not be bad.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. On definitely on that project. On different projects, I would disagree with you. I think it kind of depends upon the project. But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. So
but that's
after month 1.
So you agree that the alpha was bad?
Yeah, 100%.
But you said they were like experts. So how is that possible?
The intent was to hire experts. I think we hired a lot of decent people. I do think
You
that
said
there
you
was
joined with experts already in it, though.
there was and there was some decent people. Like, there's actually someone in here right now that can kind of attest to being on the team if they want to still come up and talk about, like, they were a caller.
Sure.
Jace, do you
Who
want to
is
come
it?
up? Jace.
Oh, Jace. Jace is the one you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to say. This could be good or bad on my end. So, yeah, I didn't interact with him a lot.
But apparently you were in Boryoku saying atting fast, apparently, because I didn't say anything about fast giving me info. He didn't give me any info. Because that's just a lie. People just apparently you were in the Boryoku Discord server like 10 minutes ago atting fast. Is that true?
That you gave him info? No, I added fast so that you. No, I added
so
fast.
That drag you up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, because people he thought that meant because I was accusing you of what's it called?
No.
I was accusing him. No, not you. I was accusing him of helping me expose you, but I didn't message him at all, and I never said that he helped me expose you.
No.
All right. Okay. Jace. Oh, he's accepted. He's done it. I'm adding him now. How do I kick speakers? Because if this guy says some crazy stuff, what do I do to kick? Does anyone know?
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, this guy's chill. He's a gangster. Okay. Yeah.
So, what do you want to know? Or, I mean, I guess I'll just say. So, I wouldn't call myself a like alpha necessarily. I just do daily minute lists, like drop caller, whatever you'd like to call it. I didn't make any secondary calls, anything like that. So most of that spreadsheet that Fast got sent wasn't really a part of anything that I necessarily did, as far as I know. But whatever questions you want to know from the inside, I can answer.
Fast. I've done my exposure, but you know more about the actual.
How much were you paid for what you were doing?
I was paid 5
Me and
Sol a
Fast
month.
work together, by the way. We
And,
work together. So we work together on investigations and stuff, and he's.
No, we do
helping me out.
not. No, stop, guys. Okay, first of all,
You can handle it for me, Fast.
No. We're not friends. None of this excuses anything that you did. You're still, I think, a really fucking bad person.
Not the same shit you were saying on the DMs.
I also don't know. I also don't. I can show you my DMs. I literally said, "Can you bring me up?" This guy's lying.
DMs, bro.
You made like $2 million and you still have a terrible mic, like, and poor Wi-Fi. I don't know.
I'm using my AirPods and I'm outside in my summer house.
That you probably paid with for a rug. I don't know. But bro, we're not friends. But I'm just calling it like
it's not the same shit you were saying. Okay, no, you can say what you want, but
this guy is just a troll.
You guys, influencers are all liars. That's what I'm gonna say.
Dude, this guy, holy.
I'm trying. Okay, yeah, no, go. I was trolling.
I actually don't really have any questions for you. Like, I mean, I already like know the facts. Like, I mean, it's like simple math, right? Like, you made 2,500 Sol. You guys lasted for 2 months. I just think that a project owner that is saying that he owns like one of the best projects on Solana currently, or, you know, has one of the best, they should know about longevity in a project. I feel like 2 months is not longevity.
Yeah, so let me kind of explain where I was going with this, and then I think Jace, like I said, I don't know Jace very well. I've interacted with him maybe a couple times. Jace, would you agree with that?
Yeah, that's facts.
But so after month 1, we're obviously not thinking things are going well. And so we had to kind of pivot a little bit. And my thought was, well, why don't we try and do some minting? It's called ACO, but for the people that don't know, it's kind of like a minting as a service type thing, as part of the holders' benefit to kind of add value to the NFT, because obviously there was a lot of not so decent callers, and I think Jace could probably agree with that. But we wanted to add value, so then I own a data center, and my thought process was, well, why don't I try and use some of the resources that I have available to me to benefit other people, you know, try and add value and maybe potentially save this project. So we started doing some ACO stuff, and ended up buying a bunch of servers that all of the team members contributed to. But then I have a bunch of like different blended ISP connections that come in at 10 gigabit per second, and all of this adds up very, very quickly in fiat. So after everything's said
How
and
much?
done,
What is that? What's the actual number?
I can't give you an accurate number right now. I can get back to you on
Wait,
that.
you're saying that you spend a lot of money paying for bandwidth? Is that what you're saying, basically?
Yeah, so these 10
Why don't you
gigabit per
just-
second lines are
Why don't you just
close.
go with a host that didn't charge you for bandwidth?
That's not how it works when you own a data center, bud.
Well, actually, I don't know about owning a data center, but I know that I mean, why would you own a data center? Wait, you own an entire
I own an entire data center.
like OVH.
Nowhere close to the size of that. Not even
Wait,
close.
so you just own a box that's in somebody else's facility, or do you actually own the entire facility?
I rent the facility and own all the equipment inside.
Why don't
Okay,
you just host a web GoDaddy or something? I swear you can do it for free.
So, but there's two different things here. There's one that this is completely not
This
related
doesn't
to
seem
the
very
situation.
cost efficient. I mean, how much were you realistically paying?
Okay, listen.
in-
Let me clarify something real quick before this gets spun the wrong direction. The data center that I own is not what's being utilized for NodeMonkey or these types of servers. I'm just giving my experience. The reason being I'm using a different data center is because it's in Ashburn, Virginia, which is kind of like the main hub of the internet on the East Coast, which connects from a latency perspective as fast as possible to these different types of use cases for the RPCs and stuff like that. So to answer your question and all this bandwidth related to that, no matter where you are in a data center, 10 gigabit per second dedicated lines that come in are very expensive. They're close to $3,000 a month a piece. And if you have 5 blended, I mean, you can do the math there. That's $15,000 a month. I mean, it adds up quick for redundancy.
But you
There's like
bought
AB.
this for an alpha group? I'm confused here. This seems like
Wait,
a
can I-
cost that
can
you
I
were
s-
already having.
Can I say two things? I got loads of questions, but I'm getting messaged like by someone really credible right now. So this is definitely not a lie. I've got two things. Number one, if it's an alpha pass, why are you doing all of this extra shit? Like, oh, I've got to pay for that. It's like, bro, make a Discord channel, call it alpha. But anyway,
I was
let
trying
me-
to save the
let me do
project. I don't. I mean,
But what? But you can just host a Discord, make a Discord server, call it Alpha King, or what's it called, Alpha Vote, and then boom, that's what Alpha, like Blazing Alpha, that's what people bought. Like, why did you have to pay all this like money everywhere? Whatever?
because I was trying to save
You
the
keep-
project and spend it into something else. I mean, it wasn't
It
working
sounds
as the way
like
it was.
a personal
but wait,
thing.
wait,
Like,
wait.
you didn't buy a facility.
But surely, if you're making an Alpha Pass and you've got, because you're saying it was because you wanted to do stuff long term, right? You wanted to buy a facility like long term. But why wouldn't you establish yourself as an Alpha Pass first, which only requires a Discord channel, instead of buying all this shit and then like making it so hard for yourself, making it, bro, like it sounds like you made an Alpha Pass that like minted out. You could have easily like, bro, you could have just went in DGods, messaged the top alpha hunter there and just said, yo, bro, I'm gonna pay, like, you know what I'm saying? Why did you make it? Why is it? And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is it so?
I wasn't part of the
there's so many
day-to-day
extra
operations of managing the alpha hunters, like I had said prior. My end was related to handling the technology in the back end of side of things, and then eventually pivoted to trying to do the ACO portion to try and save the project and make up for it. At the end of the day, the project didn't work out, and I had to disassociate. So the best way I knew possible to compensate people were for these NodeMonkey free holder passes. And before you start going on a tangent saying that it's like buying from Amazon and getting Best Buy or whatever, it's not, because these passes can be utilized in the marketplace that we're building for rental income. They're not required to use them themselves, and they're equivalent, if not more, than the actual min price of 1.5. For example, if they're used on a drop like Trippy Apes that's coming up, I mean, that's going to most likely rent for between 2 to 5 SOL a piece. So the main thing here is kind of backing up of, giving back as much as possible that I can give back. That was me giving up my rental income out of my own pocket. I bought more NodeMonkeys to be able to support digesting those tokens without diluting the holders themselves, because obviously that wouldn't be fair. So both the owners of NodeMonkey went out of their way to buy more NodeMonkeys to be able to digest some of these passes.
Bro, this sounds like bullshit. It's like you're saying, oh yeah, I swept my
Wait,
floor.
wait, fast. Let me handle, because I've got loads of stuff. I've got like actual. Guys,
Yeah,
someone really credible
I
messaged me.
just want to say, like, there's a difference between a failed project and a rugged project. It lasted 2 months. You guys like clearly didn't know what the fuck you were doing, and it was an alpha group. Look at MetaMint right now. Like you guys just didn't even fucking try. It wasn't a failed
Because it
project.
relates to that.
Okay.
Listen. So why are you getting angry at me? Hello? He's starting to get angry at me.
Yo,
You can tell by his
go.
voice. Whoa. Okay, let me speak. Someone messaged me and they're really credible. So this is a fact. So I'm about to tell you a fact, Code Monkey. Ready? He said he wants to stay anonymous. He said, "Don't say that I said this, please." But I tried to buy an RPC from Code Monkey, and he tried to charge me $35,000 and like 10 Sol a month, and said it was for the hardware, but said I wouldn't even have ownership because that's how it works, which isn't true. So is that what was that situation about?
Sure, that's completely separate. So we're working on a B2B side of NodeMonkey, and there is I'm not sure who's saying this, but that definitely is accurate. There is the business to business side of NodeMonkey where we're trying to build up different types of projects that we can put in our business to business portfolio, and eventually. I don't want to give away too much of our roadmap that hasn't been talked about yet, but yes, that's accurate. The hardware
isn't that like
itself,
crazy? Like he says that's not like anyone. That's not how it works though. Like he doesn't even own it. And he's paying that much.
No. So it would be a licensing fee due to the fact that our hardware you can kind of consider like a secret sauce type of situation, and same with the software configuration. So nothing can be owned by the leasee themselves. It would simply be a lease type situation. So yeah, it's to protect intellectual property was the reason being. And there are we're talks with several different high profile Web3 companies right now. Several have signed that haven't been announced. And we're moving our business to business portfolio up. So yeah, there's nothing malicious there. It's just straight business.
Someone wants to come up. It's the guy that you apparently are blaming. He's called HXRRXW. Is that true? Who's that?
That I'm blaming?
Someone you apparently he said he's the alpha side manager. The guy
so he was one of the owners of Blazing Alpha. Yeah, he can come up. I wasn't blaming anything.
He wants to. Well, he said that. Well, the guy is saying to me he doesn't know if he wants to come up or not. Bro.
So like I said prior, in HX, you're probably listening. I said I don't want to speak bad about any of the previous owners as we left at a.
He's the alpha side, which you've admitted wasn't like the best like aspect of the project. Yeah.
Because I'll let him attest. I'll let him talk if he wants to talk. I don't want to sit here and bash anybody. That's not my intention. That's just not who I am.
People keep messaging me. I'm trying to add HX. He's not requested to be up.
He's more than welcome to come up and speak. I don't mind at all. Like I said, I have nothing bad to say about him.
If you guys want my opinion on what were the problems, then I'll gladly share.
Yeah. Because we added. Say.
No, that's fine. I'm fine to let y'all talk. So at least from my understanding, the original roadmap was alpha, including secondary calls, daily mint list. I can't really speak for the other chains or the secondary calls because I didn't follow them. I was just there to do my job. That's about it. But included in the roadmap was ACO, like Code Monkey was mentioning, which is basically just how would you describe it? It's basically like the server or somebody inside the server runs a minting bot to run a spot for members of the community to hit on drops that were harder to hit. So ACO and then toolbox, and the toolbox was intended to be a floor sniper, maybe a couple other things. I never used it personally, so I don't really know. But the problems that I saw from the inside were, I mean, Code Monkey said that they tried to run ACO as a way to save everything, but I think it was a part of the original roadmap, so I don't really think that's a valid point. The ACO hit like almost nothing. So people were like requesting like, "Hey, run me spots for this,"
And it was a
hoping
swing
for
and a
people
miss.
swing and a miss, hard swing and a miss. And on top of the fact that it was a swing and a miss, no one on the admin side or ownership or whoever should be in charge of this, nobody was talking about it.
Not a
So
single person.
ACO gets ran, nobody hits. Everybody in the community is like, "Hey, did anybody hit?" Nobody says a word. So I mean, it's just the server as a whole. I don't know exactly who was in charge of setting up, running, or making sure that they maintained ACO or like the minting feature for the community. But all I know is that it did get ran supposedly and didn't hit anything, and nobody said anything. It wasn't like a hey, we were intending for this to work better. Like it just didn't work the way we saw it. So here's what we're doing to improve. It's like we ran it, nobody hit, didn't say a word. And uh, I mean, I don't know if I'd say manager of alpha side because the whole ownership seemed pretty hands off. At least as far as like I was aware. Like I don't know what they were talking amongst themselves, but themselves being all of the owners, obviously. But the community management and transparency was a problem from the very start. Like it's long, and I'm not gonna sit here and say fucking every server needs an announcement every day talking about some bullshit. It was more so like things that were supposed to be happening, things that were said to be coming in the future, or like things that need to be improved on. Like that was pretty few and far between.
And where do you think those funds ended up going? Since they clearly weren't going to the project, whose pockets?
So as far I honestly have no idea exactly where all the money went. Like obviously owners have a share and they're gonna get paid out for doing whatever they're gonna do.
Now,
And that's regardless of that. Then you also did need hardware set up. Unless I don't know what the original deal was between HXR or CodeMonkey or whatever their development side fees were. Like if they had to buy shit just to run it, if CodeMonkey already had it going. But I will say that the alpha all the people who were alpha callers or people who were more so like managing, running the day to day, or maybe not managing. The people who were paid to do their jobs did get paid. As far as I know, I was paid on time 2 to 3 times. I don't know exactly how many, but I was paid how much I was owed on time every month, and as far as I know, everybody else was paid. If there was also money spent on hardware, then that's something I don't necessarily know personally, but I would assume that there were some hardware fees, and that besides that, I couldn't actually tell you where the rest of the money went.
Yeah, the team all put up money to put into the hardware. So
And that could be true. I don't really know if that's false or not. I wasn't there during the talks. I didn't see the transactions myself personally. But
just a heads up, Rug, I do have to go in 5 minutes, so just giving you a heads up if there's any other questions you want to get
Where do
to.
you gotta go?
Yo,
Gotta go make an alibi?
No, I have to go to church.
yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's
Can you
late
hear
for
me?
him. Yeah, I can, Ajax.
It's late for
Yeah,
you.
right. I'm in this UK, yeah.
Oh no.
UK.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm from the UK, yeah. Alright, so basically, I've been here for like an hour. So I was just listening to all because I saw it pop up in Blazing, and me and myself, myself and Max. So Max is the other owner of Blazing Mints, and we are both like, Rug, how old are you? Alright, so I'll just be real. I'll be out here and open and honest. All right, so you're seeing your GCSEs now or not? Are you seeing your GCSEs now? Because I'm probably just a bit older than you. Oh, really? Fair enough. Lucky guy. So basically, me and Max basically own Blazing Mints. We started in November or something like this. We started botting. We came back from shoes, and we just started Blazing Mints. We were just a bit like low key in the day, and then we decided we came across. We got a bit bigger. The bot started doing well. We met loads of people. Then met like Code Monkey, and we bought an RPC. Like, yeah, Blazing Mints is like completely like different.
Two different entities. There's
Yeah,
Blazing
yeah,
Mints
yeah.
and Blazing Alphas. Sorry, just to clarify.
No, Blazing
Yeah,
Mints. Like back
so
in the day,
Blazing
it was.
Mints is like a bot, and Blazing Alpha, they were gonna make some other bot. So it's like they're two different projects.
Is it no? Blazing Alpha wasn't meant to be a bot. It just was meant to have like a toolbox with it. Like,
Toolbox
basically,
bots.
it wasn't like a proper bot. Like, it was just like
The
tools.
name of
More like
Blazing
a
Alpha
mass
suggests
HX. What was it, like a mass delister and lister and stuff like that? Like, just
Yeah, just like
until
some side tools. Like,
Yeah.
why not? We're just like sniper, but I mean, we know now, looking at it, that it can be improved and all of this. Like, I mean, I'm going to be open and honest. We didn't put me and Max recently need to have put more effort in, but at least I was trying to make a difference and change. And basically, the group wasn't going as well as we had hoped. And then Code Monkey, obviously, I understand, didn't want to be associated with it. Like, no, I wouldn't want to be. Like, we all look back on it like
it was a bad. It was just
it
wasn't needed. Like, we didn't even none of us needed it. We were all doing fine.
Yeah, we donated
just
11 Blazing keys to the mint. 11 keys would be random, and at the time the keys were worth 35 sol, and that's literally half. Well, that's what me and Max got from it.
Yeah.
It just, the whole thing was just now we all look back on it, it's just kind of messed us up.
And it really ruined our friendship too, because I used to be close to HX and
yeah, we were joining voice calls. I'm from the time zones didn't help. We were one from Canada, one from US, and we were joining voice calls at until 2 a.m. and it was just
5 a.m. my time sometimes. I mean, it was.
Yeah, I went.
Not ideal.
Well, basically, myself and Max, we went through a period of having probably the worst. We were working so much, and when you were last in school.
Yeah.
When you have school, and it's just I couldn't really.
You come home and then you're like, oh yeah, whatever. You're not.
Yeah, I just oh
yeah.
I just wanted to go outside or do something like that.
How old are you?
Well, this is in front of 700 people. I'm 17.
Oh yeah. So you and Code Monkey were really close.
No. We made it. Yeah.
Why do you think? Okay, so what you're saying is, do you think he basically put too much responsibility on you, or what?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think that I probably overestimate. Well, myself and Max were going through a period of we were just on fucking fire.
Hands down the best bot on the market at the time. Hands down, I'd be close.
But then due to that, we literally had no social life, and that's probably something that you should have. And then all of a sudden we realized it's summer now, you can go outside and stuff. And then
the thing is though,
you can't put your name on a project
I'm not
this. I know.
I'm the same because I'm not a nerd to the level where I have no friends and I have no because people my real life friends, for example, they invite me out and stuff. They say, yo, come out, whatever. But when I know that I'm doing business shit,
yeah, my real life friends are in this. They're listening to me right now. My real life friends are listening to me right now.
Is it different for you because you're in school right now? Because for me, it's different because I don't have school. So when they invite me, it's not really I'm already at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to leave. But you're already at school, so after school you just hang out with your friends and then you come home late. Is that what you're trying? I'm trying to relate.
I used to do that. I used to do that in November, but then now we just don't. I just come home. But I try to do sport now. But basically, let's go back to the main topic, Blazing Alpha.
Yeah.
I do have to go super soon, guys. I'm running super late. I do have to go to church. So just a heads up. I'm trying my best to answer any questions.
Bro, I'm gonna let Fast and Jace and
They can
HXR
probably leave.
just talk. I'm not gonna talk because the last 5 minutes you guys need to like make Code Monkey talk or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's really simple. So like, 2,500 Sol, 200 went
Yeah,
to the alpha
Can
for
I
2
just quickly
months.
say? Can I quickly say?
Sure.
It was, I think, when I went back through the numbers, because I went back through just the other day, like, because personally, if you want the truth, I only got, Code Monkey can back me up on this, I literally got sent the alpha money about 3 weeks, like, literally after he announced he'd leave, because I didn't, like, it was never pressure, like, none of us never actually, like, all of you, like, think we were in it for the money. That really, like, wasn't the case, because
There was money that wasn't even moved till, yeah.
I mean, one of your owners had his Discord bio as people say I have a disability, and he said disability to get this bread.
Who said that?
That's
I don't know
that
his
Abu
name.
guy, yeah, I know. He's
Abu.
Yeah, but that's just funny. Like, well, you can't be like, oh yeah. But, like, come on, that's
Sorry. I wasn't
we did
expecting
it right
that.
after they like took their money.
Yeah, like that.
No.
Fast,
it
you
was-
can't
it
use
was-
that as
no,
evidence, though. That's just like a
It
bio.
was
Like,
always
that's
that.
just
It was
funny.
always that. It was always that.
That's
Like,
kind of
it's-
funny. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just like a meme.
yeah, just talking about making bread.
Off
it was
of
always
rugging.
that,
You got to cut from
That-
the rug.
Fast, as much as you want to like believe it was a rug, I promise you there was no malintent
There's
from
a difference between a failed project and a rugged project. This was a rugged project.
It was not a rug project, and I will continuously
you-
disagree with you on that.
You asked for
Solstice is
funds.
Basis.
I don't know what the hell that was.
I don't know, man. You guys, yeah, no, it
Okay,
is what it
launch a
is.
project, right? You launch a project and you say, hey, we need this amount of funds, right? We need this amount of funds. This is what you guys will get from these funds, your roadmap, whatever. So if you say, hey, we need this amount of funds, some of this is going to go to alpha, some of this is going to go to the tools and stuff that we need. Like the percent that you guys should be pocketing is a very, very small percent off of the mint funds. It should almost all be going back to the project because that's your
So you're
funds
telling
to
me
build out the project.
Hold on. Let me address this first of all. I'm going to preface this with I haven't taken a dime out of NodeMonkey profits at all, and all the trends, all the.
Okay, we're not talking about
No.
We're talking
Let
about
me
Blazing
finish.
Alpha, so
I
don't
haven't
even
interrupted
bring it
you
up.
all day. I haven't interrupted you all day.
Yeah, let him talk fast. Come on.
Okay,
So-
talk.
We work
So-
together, bro. Like, we've worked together for years. You have to let people talk sometimes.
Bro, this
fast.
guy, dude, stop. I don't
So,
fucking know you.
We've
I
worked
don't
together for
fucking
years.
like
You've
you.
got this problem. You've got this. Just let him talk.
So what I'm saying is, I'm just going to preface what I'm going to say with I haven't taken a dime of profit out of NodeMonkey yet. So I think there's certain projects that are you have to reinvest in, and I think that that's a good idea to do. There's also certain projects that people take money from the mint funds, and that's how they make money. There's nothing wrong with taking profits, first of all. I do want to say that if you look back on every other project, kind of going back on that fast, are you going to tell me that every single project hasn't taken money from mint funds?
I never said that you should not take money from mint funds.
You said
I said that you
majority
should
should be
take-
going towards the project.
Yeah, I think
So-
the majority of the funds that you raise should go
Okay,
back into
so
your project.
Let's just
I
take
do agree
a
with that.
random blue chip, for example, and I'm not targeting anybody by any means. I'll even let you name a blue chip just so I don't target anybody. Name a blue chip.
Oreo
gods.
Dragons.
Okay. Boryoku.
Now, do you
Are
know
you
why
telling
Deagles is
me-
a better example?
Are you telling
Deagles
me
is a better
that
example because they recently made like a lot of money from Dead Gods. So like that's a good example of if owners are taking out money. So that's
Okay,
a good example.
I don't want to target anyone because that's not the intent of this. My intent is to basically say that every project takes out profits and there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't
Take
know
out
where you're
some
going with
profits,
this.
not.
Dude, are
not
you
you
nuts? Like,
take
look at
20
OK Bears, for example. You know how much money they've made over the past fucking week?
I did the math. It's like 7 million, I think.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so are you telling me they're going to put $7 million back into the project?
No, but I also there's
Okay,
going to be
so
a majority
I don't
of that
understand where
money.
you're going with this.
The majority of that money is going to go back into the project, probably.
Cap and a half.
You don't think that the majority of the money that a project
Wait,
makes
listen.
will go
Wait,
back into
wait,
the
fast
project?
though.
That
Fast,
is
fast.
such a big
Fast.
cap.
You had a
I'm gonna-
roadmap and you
I'm
couldn't
gonna
even
agree with
fulfill
Code Monkey
half of
Guy.
the shit on
Guys,
it.
Wait, fast. $7 million. Like they only need to really use like $1 million. Like what would require most of seven? Like what? Like name an example of something costing anywhere
know,
near
right?
$7 million.
I
That's a lot of money. Like, bro, you can do a lot with 1 million. Like 7 million is that is a lot of money.
Okay, I
To
said
say,
all I
oh, yeah,
needed to
most-
say. I think Jay said. I'm not speaking for Jace, but I think he kind of gave the inner of like being outside of the ownership, and I said what I had to say. I tried to come here. I didn't even get to ask the questions, Rug, that I wanted to ask you, but just because I don't have time. But if this is going on in an hour and a half from now, I'd love to join back and ask you some
Nah, I
questions.
probably won't.
But yeah. So
But
I'm
you
going
can
to end
do
with
that.
that. I do need to go to church with my family. So
Okay.
Fast, do you have any more questions for me? Rug, do you have any more questions for me?
I think that you took 1/5 and all the other owners took all the money, and then you guys like then paid back like a little bit for the alpha hunters. I think that you shouldn't make a project if you're not gonna
So
try
I
to
think
push it
we
long
all
term.
admitted
And long
HX
term, it's not a fail; it's a rug.
Okay, that's your opinion, and I think at the end of the day, HX and I both just said completely two different teams. It was a mistake to make the project in the first place. We both regret it. We're sorry for what happened, and we've done everything in our power to make it better. Or not make it better, but to like give back, and that's kind of
Yes.
where
Yeah,
I
just
like I
let
said, I
them
had
get a 30-day like pass on your
Here's what I'm
note
gonna say,
as a refund.
because this doesn't feel
for
like we're
paying
going
too
anywhere,
slow.
though. Here's what I'm gonna say, bro. Like, if you're gonna make an alpha pass, you don't need to like justify it failing by like complicating things and saying, "Oh yeah, it's because of this. Is the ICO, the E32420, like all this development stuff." When you make an alpha pass, all it requires is a Discord channel with good alpha.
I would
If
agree with you.
That was
And that's
that
was where the
was
mistake was
first
made.
step. You
It
should have.
was so it failed, and businesses fail, and you move on. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, like I said, I've done everything out of goodwill to try and give back to the holders. There's someone in here that I'm not going to even mention that purchased like I want to say 5 or 10 of them that I personally refunded out of my own pocket.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
I literally.
I have IRL friends that bought into this project too, that I refunded out of my pocket. Do you think that I would pull IRL friends in to mint this as their first sole project if I didn't believe in my own project?
I'm gonna list the things that I think you did wrong. Like actually, like what you did wrong.
And I'll agree with you.
Number one, you shouldn't have said you were joining a team of experts when, like, bro, like
Agreed.
it's not like no one. Like the only expert
Agreed.
that I actually like believe was in there is you. Like you were probably the only actual expert who.
No,
like,
I was a technological expert. I was not an alpha
yeah,
expert.
okay, but still, like who, bro? You're making an NFT project.
You're right.
Called
You're right.
Blazing
You're right. That was a mistake.
Pass,
Go ahead.
and
I
you're
gotta
saying
go,
it's
so keep going. I agree with
okay,
that
okay.
statement. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
I think when you
and
experts. Wait, can I say?
what were you gonna say?
Wait, you can carry on. Don't matter.
I'm going to carry on one second. So yeah, bro, like, and I think you are to blame for like overcomplicating things because you shouldn't be like, oh, it failed because of this. But like, bro, it was an alpha. Like, bro, it's so easy to make an alpha pass. Like, bro, just give good alpha and make it worth like 5 sol, and then start, buying facilities or whatever you're blaming on. Don't blame. And then I know you're not part of the team, but at the same time, bro. Most people bought into that project because of you. You're the only one who like retweeted it. You're the only one who got retweeted on it. You're the only like this is what I'm saying. Like you were the only like visible expert involved with the project. That's why I made
So
I
am not a alpha expert by any means. I've made good plays off of being around the right people. Fucking Solstice made me 2K the other day on some fucking degen shit. But like at the end of the day,
in the background agrees.
At the end of the day, the project was a mistake. I wish I could take it back. There's nothing I can do but try and give forward. I think my current project is doing and speaking loud for who I am and what I see in the Solana ecosystem. And I'm going to continue to give back as much as possible. At the end of the day, people make mistakes, and I think that I've given back as much as I can possibly give back to the holders by not only refunding several people out of my own pocket that I brought into the project that definitely wouldn't have invested without me.
So you paid back your whales that you pitched this to. Like, what about the small people? Like, come on,
there are small people.
There are 30-day pass.
There are small people in here that got refunded too, and then I gave out tokens. or I haven't given them out yet. I'm in the process. As soon as the marketplace is finished, they're going to be airdropped. There's a snapshot taken. I have given out some that have been redeemed, but like I said, they can use them themselves if they want to use them, or they can use them to rent out to someone else and get the Solana in exchange for whatever they ask for.
That just seems
So
so
it's going to be more
extra
than the
compared
mint price.
That's so extra compared to like, oh, rent out Node Monkey, like whatever it means. Like for me, if I buy an alpha pass, all I'm expecting is to be given access to a Discord
I agree
server
with you. And,
with alpha,
and I'm
not
giving,
being airdrop, not getting
I
rugged and then
100%
getting
agree
airdropped
with
some
you,
Node
but
Monkey shit. That doesn't make sense to me. And then like,
I
oh, I've got to rent it and I've got to do that.
I 100% agree with you, but I'm just trying to give back as much as I can to the situation.
If you want to give back, and give back the soul.
There was soul that was spent on all the staff that were paid. There was soul that was spent on several of the utilities and stuff like that. That's just not feasible at this moment. So
That's what I don't understand.
My way of
2.5k
giving
soul
back,
was generated. 2.5k soul was generated, and you only said the monthly expense was 110 soul for the team. So okay, let's say it lasted for 3 months legit. That's only 330 soul. Where's the other 2.2k?
We had to pay for several server costs.
okay, like
Who's
I
that
said,
talking?
that was fast. He's trying to mock me.
Oh,
So, like I said, I am taking all of the rental income out of my own pocket.
but where is the 2.3k soul? Like I'm asking you, but where is that money?
I can attest from my percentage, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to sit here and badmouth anybody else. I'm not going to bring anyone else down.
Okay,
I'm gonna
HXR,
move forward.
where's the 2.3k?
Someone in Tile says Fast has the same love for code as Esther for Solstice.
Anyways,
bro,
guys, I do have to go. If there's any more last minute questions, I'd be happy to answer. I'm 15 minutes longer than I said I'd stay. I really need to go with my family to church. So
HXR,
Yo.
how much did you get? Where's the 2.3k soul? Where do you think it went?
I
It
say.
was like
is there any more questions before I have to go? I really have to go.
it was like 5 people, right, on the team that just kind of got distributed.
Yeah, there was 5.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. Either way,
the rest.
I think
daily,
it just
I mean,
didn't go as planned.
By the way, Code Monkey's
I don't think
fine,
Code
it's
Monkey's
fine.
a bad guy.
Yeah.
I think he tried a job of taking responsibility for it too after trying to make it a little better. So
Yeah, I mean, I just
know.
tried to make it as best. It was a hand that I dealt to people that were shitty. I tried to give back as much as I can. Obviously, you guys can tell my passion for the Solana ecosystem, and obviously, like the project I have, like if all my holders know my passion, and I mean, just to there's no malintent here at all, zero.
Overall, you took it pretty well too. Everyone making fun of you and memeing for the Boogle and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, it is what it is. At the end of
I
the day,
want to know
people
where
make
the
mistakes and
2.3k
we have to
soul
move
went.
forward.
That's literally it.
It's like 400 sold to each people, and then they spend that on some rugs.
But what, bro? It's a blazing
drugs.
alpha. Like, bro, I can make an alpha pass in a day. That's a guarantee. Like, I can make an alpha pass in 1 day. It takes me 1 day to do that. So, like, why do they even get to deserve 400? And it's, as well, you've admitted that alpha wasn't even that good. So why did you even get the ability to have that cart? Like, I can literally.
It's the same reason you have the ability to take the cut out of the Bloomsville rug. I mean, there's no
We
one
don't
day.
like this guy either.
That's how easy it is to make it. How can that?
I mean, I don't know what you're trying to get at. I'm just saying that.
I'm trying to get at, like, how can you make an alpha pass that fail that bad and then still
it
think
didn't
that
work.
your 5
We
people
made a
deserve-
mistake. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean,
But how do you make a mistake with an alpha pass? Like, just make it a Discord server.
it's not that simple.
Like,
But
One of
anyways,
these
I do
calls
have
was
to go.
literally
It
to sell
is.
for a loss.
It is,
call
bro.
right
It
here on
is that
Fusion
simple.
Was to sell for a loss. That was the call.
Bro, it is that simple
Like
to
I
just
said, I
make a
can't
Discord
attest
server
to the calls
with
that
some
were
alpha
made.
hunters.
Okay, I understand.
Bro,
you
do you know
think it's
why
simple. I would urge you to go try yourself then.
I can tell you why I know it's simple. When I made Reptilian Renegade, I hired an alpha hunter, actually got whitelist spots to like every big project, like Great Goats, all, and it took. Like, I didn't even know those people. They weren't even experts, and they already did like a good job. So how can an alpha, like a strictly alpha pass made NFT stand it? Basically, every NFT project in the ecosystem has an alpha group which perform better than Blazing Alpha. How is that possible? Like, how can you fail that bad, like, and make it that shit? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, surely, whose
it
fault
did
is
what
it?
it
Like, you
did.
have to blame someone.
Okay, I do have to go to church. I said I was going to go to church like 16 minutes ago, and my
Okay,
wife's going to fucking kill me.
All right.
So,
Later, bro.
Okay.
all right, see you guys. Take care.
Yo, Fast.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, okay, Fast, you're a project owner. Is it that hard to make an alpha pass? Like, is it that hard to make like an alpha group?
I could make it in about an hour. I'm not joking.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I could probably sell it out in an hour too.
Me and Fast agree on with each other on loads of stuff because we've worked together for so long. We've seen it with our own
Guys,
eyes.
Stop.
We've literally
Actually,
seen with our own eyes. We've made so many
No.
projects. We've seen
Alright,
the alpha
Fast.
groups are so easy to make.
No,
Fast and
no.
right.
How can we be like, oh yeah, no. Bro, we've literally seen it multiple times. Like, I've made alpha groups
Listen,
within projects.
Fast
I've
was
made
like
it in-
Fast was
you
the
realize-
advisor for balloons, right?
No, I was not.
No, he wasn't. He was
Guys.
co-owner, but like it was weird. That was like,
Hey, Fast and Rug. Okay.
Oh my God.
What do you think that? All right, Rug. What do you think I should do in my right now? So,
you're not even like the front guy who got blamed. Like, bro, the PR person.
Nah, but the Blazing name, like me and Max, like we worked so long, like Blazing Mints, like
Blame person that was on the Twitter. He is the only credible source who was.
I know, but still, like.
Wait, you're
There's
actually,
nothing you can do, bro.
You're actually gonna get me in trouble. You gotta tell people we don't know each other. I don't fucking like you.
Me and Fast aren't like friends. We're partners. We're not friends.
Dude,
we're partners. We don't
stop.
talk to each other.
I don't.
We make projects. That's it. Strictly. We're not like got this
Dude.
close relationship. No, because I don't want people to mistake it and think, oh, Fast doesn't like me, but we do have like some similar views on things. I don't know. I can't explain it though. It's different. But no, seriously though, I'm gonna end this now because it's getting late for me and everything. But also, yeah, bro, like Solstice was the topic. Solstice is good. I'm not making an explode. Like, bro, like Estee is just a little puny little rat weasel, 13-year-old who's too scared to come up and talk and actually like bro. And the reason why I'm roasting him so hard is because he literally, guys, if for people who joined, Estee messaged me and said one of the things that Solstice did is like basically he was accusing Solstice of making someone die. Like he was like, oh, like he made me bring it up. Solstice started crying. It was an emotional moment. And it made me lose all respect for Estee because like what the fuck, you can't say stuff like that. And also Solstice answered all my questions and it wasn't that bad. Like, bro, Kamiko Kong's holders aren't mad. So how can anyone else be mad? Do you know what I'm saying? What we've established is, what did you say?
What time did this start?
9, almost 4 hours ago.
But yeah, like that's why Solstice is like I wouldn't say he's innocent, but like he's trying. Like it's not like he just left the project to just die. Like all the Kamiko Kong's holders haven't complained. Tree Dao isn't complaining. It's just outsiders who are, like Fast said, my partner, punching air. They're just punching air. They're not actually like they haven't got like. Do you know what I'm saying? So Solstice is good. He was the topic.
Yo, seriously,
Code
you gotta
Monkey.
stop saying that. I don't fucking like you.
Bro,
We're not partners. Bro,
you
you're
want- okay,
actually
I'll
gonna
lie.
get me in trouble. These people.
Okay, I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm gonna lie.
Dude.
Me and Fast aren't partners. We're not friends. We're not anything. I don't even know him, to be honest. I only met him today. Anyway, guys, what's it called? Code Monkey. I don't think he's innocent. Like everyone can agree, he's. When I heard his voice, to be honest, though, I kind of do like. I believe what he says. Like I think he didn't mean to make it a rug, but also he's trying to like play it off as if it was like this extra dimensional multiversal like kind of like structure which requires a facility. But bro, it's an alpha. It's like chill out. Just like add some alpha hunters and just make an alpha. It's not that hard. And even bro, HXR, are you still there?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Bro, if you're still you can still make Blazing Alpha a good alpha pass. Just like it requires a few alpha hunters. Like it's not that hard. Even Faster God, my partner. Oh no, not my partner. He's attested to the fact that he could do it in an hour, and I'm telling you, I could do it in 20 minutes, maybe. Like it's really easy. So
the difference is like people like we already had one of the best. Yo, I'm getting DMs. I can be a hunter.
yeah, see, people message, bro. Like,
DM me if you want to be a hunter. No,
Yeah,
I'm not
DM
trying to do this
HXR if
shit.
you want to be a hunter.
Bro, I'm not
It's that
trying.
easy.
So
Anyway, yeah, that.
they expect.
Sorry.
If you want, I'll
No,
just
you
join
can.
tomorrow, and you can actually speak to like Max and the other guy that Code spoke about. And Max
No, bro,
is
'cause the
probably
thing is-
Max is even younger than you.
Max is younger than me.
Yeah.
Why is Code Monkey hanging out with all these children? Like,
Right,
I don't know.
He wasn't.
Anyway,
He wasn't like hanging out with us. Like he wasn't like hanging out with
why
us.
is he
Like,
hanging out with these children? Like, putting all the. I don't know. That's too much
man.
responsibility.
I've got like 20 messages right now.
This guy said, best friend, partner in crime, advisor, part of collection owner. Your roles keep changing every time he brings you out.
No, like, bro, like, what's it called? But no, that's it, bro. Like, Blazing Alpha. I don't think Blazing Alpha was made to be a rug, but I think Code Monkey and all these like outsources, bro. HXR, you sound like you're like smart, and you know, bro, just like literally hire some out. That's it. Don't let them overcomplicate it. Say, oh, we need bots, we need all this stuff. You don't need that. Just literally, it requires like Alpha Hunt. That's it. Like, it doesn't require all this extra stuff. And then yeah, everyone wins, I guess, because people are getting these Node Monkey, whatever. No, I don't even know what that does, but whatever.
No, it's basically
Sure.
like it was the group was mainly for like botting. Like we offer like group bites with other bots. It was mainly for that. It was mainly for botters, and that's why the like Node Monkey kind of was a part of it because it's like RPC botting. That's why it's offering it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
got
like
like
to say
25 messages now.
as someone from the inside, I think more of the
Jason's
selling
welcome.
point. I think more of the selling point was the fact that like bots at the time, if you wanted to hit something that was hard to hit on public, bots that could actually compete were going for like 20, 30 soul, maybe more than that. I don't exactly remember what the market was at the time, but I think more of the selling point, even though it was called Blazing Alpha, which is in a sense misleading because it was quote unquote alpha, but I think a lot of the reason why people bought it was to look for the toolbox, which provided a sniper, have access to the ACO, where other people who had already paid those fees for those bots could run those spots for people who don't have enough money to buy the bot outright themselves and still have a chance. And I think that was a big failure in a sense that neither of those were successful. None of them were successful.
They took the money and they didn't accomplish anything for the project.
And
yeah, that's
I'll
what I'm
agree
saying.
with
Yeah,
that.
these extra like devs who like acted like everything was like extra, like took all the money basically, and then there's like people like HXR, JC, who like were kind of like on the alpha side of things, kind of, and then you just didn't.
I came from Blazing Mints, like brought the name with Max, and that was mainly like, oh my god, my notification. Sorry, I'm on mobile right now.
You guys need to like perform. Like you should have focused on performing in one aspect, like whether that was bots or alpha. And then fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
is that what happened?
So like we got set up for like probably something that we couldn't take.
Exactly.
We just have to move from this. This is actually
yeah.
I just want to say I personally think even
Jason's
though
and
I mean I'm not gonna sit up here and defend anyone, so unfortunately, but I think the entire failure was just on the ownership side. There was no communication to the community, to the team. There was no sense of improvement. Like all the community, when I would look in there, all the community was just, hey, when's this happening? What's the update on this? Nothing was being talked about. When ACO wasn't hitting, nobody was saying a word. Like
Well, the thing is,
you can say the alpha was shitty, and that's a fair perspective. I don't really know personally, even though I was there, because I didn't follow any of the calls myself.
That's what
So I don't know if it was
Code
super
Monkey's.
profitable or not. But I
That's what
will
he said.
say
He
to
said
put blame on one person kind of feels wrong, and I think all of the owners deserve equal blame
well, the
for
reason
Well,
why
or
we're
even if
blaming
it did
him
fail.
because
the
he's
reason
the one
why
that
they're
shilled
not
it.
all getting blamed
No,
equally is
and
because
I'm
he's the
with
one
you
who
there.
shielded it, and he's the
I
one with the
am
reputation.
100% with you there, and I also think it was possibly the biggest clown play you could ever do to buy and flex a Boogle as your project is failing. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it is very questionable. I'll say the least. Like, I don't want to sit here and shit on people because it's not professional, but like that
Yeah.
is an outright like
and that was
terrible
on our
play.
Yeah,
He looks
on
like he
our
just
play.
shat on people.
Yeah.
He just like showed. Oh yeah. By the way, guys, now I'm a Boogle. I'm an elitist now. So now I've got these like secret alpha calls. But even though my public alpha, like, do you know, it just feels weird. It was weird, and that's why people got so mad at him. Also,
Yeah.
bro, like he sounds like he doesn't care. Like, is it just me who thinks he doesn't sound? He doesn't really sound like he cares at all about what happened. Like he's just like, oh yeah, man. But I've got my main project, Node Monkey, which is still doing well. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't. Does he actually? Do you guys think he cared? Like actually? Like HXR and JC, do you think Code Monkey actually cared?
I mean,
Um,
I think there are very few people in this space who actually care about their projects. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, everybody at the end of the day is here to make money, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. I don't care how much money you do or don't have. Everybody's here to make money. And I feel like people overlook that a lot. So,
the way he was talking is like, oh yeah, it failed, but I've also still got my Node Monkey, which holders can still attest to being really good or whatever. But like, bro, you're not focusing on the fact that like, how many? What was this play? 1,100 people.
do you want to
like from the public? Like,
do you want to add the other
those are the,
or not?
Wait, what did you say?
Do you want to add the other owner or not? The blazing one.
Yeah, sure. I kind of want to end this though. Is there any way for me to make someone else like the like owner of the space?
I wouldn't know.
Nah, there isn't.
But we could just do.
I think we're all winding down towards the end, you know. But
yeah,
I'm about to.
We could just do this tomorrow.
Yeah, let's just finish. No. Who cares, bro? It's not even that big of a deal. Code Monkey. Because, bro, with Blazing Alpha, it's not even like the post that I made was regarding Blazing Alpha. It's regarding Code Monkey. Code Monkey is the one who shielded it. He's the one who bought the bit Boogle. He's the one who was the front end reputable guy. You know what I'm saying? So like, if Blazing Alpha, like, if there's like other inner works of like,
he's also the only one that's like really trying to make like an alibi. Like I asked the other owner what he did, and he's like, he literally said that they pocketed the money. Like that was their cut.
Wait, which other
for launching? Abu was like literally flexing, and he was like, "Yeah, this is the money that we got. Like you're just mad."
Wait, what?
That's the money that they got from it.
Bruh, I did not. Tell me where that.
Well, we had a group chat where me and my friend Loki were in, and we basically like we're talking shit because he rugged it, and he's like, you guys are just mad that we got the money and like this and that, and I'm like, no, but that's not the point.
Oh, yeah, I got a screenshot. He just sent me his DMs with you. Wait, Rug, do you want to see it, or how should I do it?
Yeah, I can post it so all the 600 people can see it. Or what is it private or what?
Yeah, wait, let me just see. Abu, do you want this? Abu, DM me if he wants to speak, Abu, because I think this fast guy.
Last too long. Okay.
No, wait, he just wants to send a screenshot or something like that.
Yeah, send it to me. My DMs are open. Can I post it publicly or not?
You can just bring it up.
You can just yeah, it was basically his DM with fast by the looks of it.
How do I bring him up? What's his name?
Abu, the AB.
Abu, now I see him
too.
All right, Abu just DM him, like the screenshot.
He hasn't requested to come up.
Oh no, he's not trying to speak. He's just trying to like send it.
Oh, have him come.
Abu
speak.
313.
Yeah, that's it. I think. Oh, it's kind of late.
He made a group chat with the boys and flamed me straight. Fast. Apparently, you made a group chat with them, but you didn't like actually like try and talk to them. You just flamed them, called them scammers.
Yeah, they were scammers. We had already started trying to talk about it in Boryoku Dragons, and then they told us to like take it to DMs. So we took it to DMs, and then I added Loki, and then he added like 5 of his buddies that were like not part of the thing at all. And then they just started like trying to talk shit, and like the whole thing was that they just pocketed the money, him and Code Monkey. And he's like, you're just mad that you guys didn't get any money. And then he tried to start shit talking Soulbots whenever I was like, bro, our floor's 10 times yours. Like, that's probably a problem, right?
Probably
You guys are
not
like,
at the time.
yeah, no, it was at the time. It was 0.07 Blazing Alpha's pass.
Abu just messaged me and said the only thing that he said, which was like, I guess, aggressive. He said, "You're mad that I'm 15 and more successful than you."
Yeah, dude, he was flexing that he pocketed the money.
I'm 16 and I'm more successful than all of you.
Okay, yeah.
Well, Fast is secretly just as successful, but he doesn't like flexing the rugs that he's pulled.
Dude,
So
stop.
we're gonna keep
This
that
guy.
between us. So, but I didn't flex. I pocketed the money. But yeah, Faster Clown. Okay, here's the thing though. Why is Americans who go to church are always a little bit sus? Because like he's hanging out with a 15-year-old, 16-year-old, and a 17-year-old, and just putting all the kind of like pressure, like not pressure, but like what? Wait, what's the word? Responsibilities on them. Yeah, responsibilities on them, and then wondering why it failed. Yeah, bro, like because you're working with like teenagers, and you're like this 30-year-old who's renting facilities, whatever. And then you want, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say we're incapable, but like we could have had a hand. Like instead of just walking away, like you just help, don't you? You don't just
exactly.
decide.
Yeah, he should have helped.
Like basically, he wrote an announcement saying he was leaving, and he didn't even like tell us until afterwards.
Oh, that's bad. He didn't even communicate with you guys about it?
Well, we
Because the
knew
way that it
afterwards,
looked
and
was
that's
like a
it.
PR move.
Well, basically, he posted. So Rug, we're from the UK, yeah. He posted an announcement at like 3 a.m. I woke up in the morning. It's like a Monday morning. I woke up in the Monday morning. My phone is like absolutely spammed. I go through it all, no like backing up of like on our case, and then I posted an announcement like 2 days later. So like, I'm sorry, myself and Max couldn't back ourselves up. It was 3 a.m. And then 20 minutes later, I'm like, on that note, I'll be leaving. I'm like,
Yeah,
thing is,
it is what it is.
That's kind of bad
Yeah,
because the way that I saw it was that it was like a PR move and that you guys were like letting them
he seized the
leave.
opportunity, and then we called like a few days after, and he said he regrets it, but it's too late now. But like, it happened. Like
guys,
we all just have to move on. Like,
Yeah,
I got some good news.
yeah.
This is about Code Monkey, so this is like relevant. Abu just messaged me, said, Admiral Waxy. No, I'm not. Max Zoe. Okay.
Yeah, that's the other.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't request to speak. If that's what you're saying.
He needs to put his hands.
No, he did. Yeah, he did. He's a Pepe. Let me say something before you speak, Max.
Yes.
Abu said that we paid $16,000 for whatever servers, and now they're all non-functional. Code Monkey refunded like 45 SOL to all three of us total, which is like 15 SOL. So let's say SOL is $140. That's only like 2K, and we paid like 9K. So he's basically saying Code Monkey didn't. Wait, is that true? That you guys paid like a lot for servers, and then he only refunded like a little bit, and they all don't work anymore? Is that true? HXR.
Well,
that's what Abu's saying.
I mean, it's kind of too late to say no. But
I understand what you're. I understand because you're not trying to say too much, bro. Don't worry about blaming him. Like, bro, he's rich. Like, you don't need to be like.
No, I'm not.
He's the one
because like this thing will just get worse. Like what?
I mean, how much worse could it really get? It's already looking pretty bad.
Yeah, but
bro. Max Zoe, by the way, you're in.
I have stuff like we have stuff with like Code Monkey, like RPC and stuff like that. The one that it did cost us quite a lot of SOL for Blazing Mints users. Like I'd rather just leave it as it is. Like I don't really want to be. He didn't really say much shit about me. Like really. So I'd rather just.
But the problem is, bro, you sound like you're like more of the. You sound like Blazing Alpha and Blazing Bots or whatever has been like part of your thing for like ages, but he kind of just came in, made it a small part of his like Boogle journey, I guess, and then just left you all. So like you should be able to blame him because like you cared like from what I'm seeing, it looks like you cared a lot and he only cared like a little bit because he already had Node Monkey going on anyway. So he was like, oh yeah, and then he just randomly left, and then he was like the boss at the time. So So, like, even though maybe he wasn't the boss, he was kind of, because like he's the guy getting retweeted. He's the guy who's the front. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like he basically just came in, took what you guys have been building, made loads of money, and then left. And then kind of because of his actions, the whole of Blazing Alpha is looked at as a rug, even though it's not. But it's just
Nah,
like there was one owner.
The Google definitely didn't help. Like I was just backing him up for days. Like that, there was no way he could use Blazing Alpha funds to fund it all. But I mean, he probably like used some. But I mean, who cares what he did with his portion of the money? Like I know, like
It's just it's wrong because it's only wrong because he used this portion of the money before like ensuring the success, which also goes back to my point. If you care about a project, you never spend a dime until you know that it's actually like successful. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean,
you
I'll be open and honest. Me and Max haven't spent a penny of Blazing Alpha money. Like it's literally all there.
Max.
Yes. Huh?
Well, speak. Go on then.
Yes, about what?
Like,
Like,
He's
yo,
German,
Max,
by
what do
the
you
way,
want to say?
so
Because
he's German. So his English is pretty good though.
oh, there's not much to say anymore though. I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah,
like
it's just,
we're talking about
Yeah.
more about Blazing Alpha now, but Code Monkey is like the main subject, and we've already got everything out of the way with Code Fast.
What?
like he's moved on from Blazing Alpha now, so I don't get like we'll crack on and do it now. Like we'll do
Yeah.
what we can, but we want to like kind of put it together with Blazing Mints most likely.
Yeah, Fast. Who's more in the blame, Code Monkey or Blazing?
He doesn't. I wouldn't say he
I think
knows.
they're all to blame, to be honest. But I mean,
We
it's
all
hard
had
to say.
Code Monkey.
Yeah, carry on.
I feel like Code Monkey would just, bro. Like from my perspective, even if Blazing like slowly, bro, it's just wrong. Everything he bought a Boogle, he left out of nowhere, like, but then you guys are still there with all the money and whatever, like you claim. So like obviously like someone's more to blame. And if that is
him and Wag got a cut, correct? They each
yeah, but
got
he said he didn't spend
22%.
any. He said he didn't spend any though. But
Well, that's cap, 'cause we saw the blockchain. He spent on a Boogle.
no, not Code. Oh no, I'm not talking about Code. I'm talking about HXR and Max.
Yeah, we have
I don't-
I mean, you can check when the money was sent if you want.
Like yeah, so
well, I mean,
bro, like if only anything, Code Monkey just enhanced the badness. He bought a Boogle, which was like kind of annoying. Like, bro, if you're like, it's bro, Code Monkey's to blame, but also yeah, obviously the Blazing
wouldn't
team
say
is also to blame.
Yeah, and
But
at least we're like admitting it. Like Max knows he didn't put like full effort in on the toolbox, but we haven't left the project. Like it's still there. Like
yeah, that's the point. That's the point. Code Monkey. I'm only saying Code Monkey's more to blame because he's left. But like you guys are still there. You're still in this stage. You're still talking. Code Monkey's only here defending his actions, but you guys are here because you're like trying to defend Blazing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's the difference. He came in here trying to defend himself. You came in here trying to defend Blazing. So it already says enough about who's like who cares more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean.
So we don't even need to think about who's more to blame.
I've got to go in a minute because it's kind of late.
Yes,
and Max
same.
He's an hour ahead.
Yeah, Max, do you want anything to say? Because we've basically said everything anyway.
Yeah, I got a headache. I'm about to peace out.
Yeah, I'm done. This was good, guys. It was about solstice, and everything with solstice was covered. So, do you guys want solstice and fast? Do you want anything else to say? I'm gonna get in a call with fast later today to talk about a rug that we're planning. But before that, you guys can say something in this stage, and then I'll close it. I'll leave it. End it.
No, yeah, everything's good for today. I think going forward, I think more people should have discussions about the space and what constitutes a rug, and just investing and knowing the risks when you press buy on that. So, but if anyone needs to chat, I'm pretty available. Feel free to reach out. So,
Boss, do you have anything else to say?
No, I don't.
We got a lot done today. I like today. Anyway, yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the stage now. This was good. We got lots of stuff done. See ya.
all right, yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.